Pim has slid down what seems to be a man-made shaft of some kind. It is rocky, it is bumpy, it is terrible. So she's really kind of just like ping-ponging back and forth, like bing, 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 all the way down this air shaft. Her breastplate coming into contact with jagged rock as she is just tumbling.
She sounds like when you have a spoon in the garbage disposal by mistake.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Has that ever happened to you? It's terrible. What happened?
Last time?
What even happened to us? We're both at +2 health.
Yeah.
Which is a huge problem.
Yeah.
I mean, Spirit and Supply are great.
Yeah. If you're joining us for the first time, if this is your first time seeing Ironsworn or us play Ironsworn, the max is 5. We're at 2.
We're at 2.
Pim and Dirk were making their way. They discovered first an entranceway into a chasm.
Yeah.
Hot on the trail of trying to uncover what these thralls with completely blackened eyes were after, trying to track them down, and it led them to the entrance of this cavern.
Yes, we have entered the cavern, and not getting too far into the cavern, we are ambushed by one Bonewalker.
Yes.
Pim makes a bit of a gloating gesture to end that fight by soccer kicking the skull off of this skeleton. However, it was a weak hit on ending the fight. And
she ripped her tunic off like Brandy Chastain and went like,
yeah, just like Brandy.
Yeah.
And obviously the torso of the skeleton, which was next to her, the index finger pointed at her, marking
creepy.
vengeance. But they continue.
They continued on. Fortune smiled upon them in making the layout of the cavern pretty easy to follow under simple torchlight. They followed the one path forward down some scaffolding stairs where they then unfortunately had to pay for the check that Pim's gloating butt had cashed. How does that analogy work?
I'm not sure, but like, go for it. Regardless, we were ambushed by 3 more Bonewalkers.
Yes. Because
Because of the 3 of them, it is a formidable foe.
Yeah.
And they made swift salad of us.
Yeah. Swift salad.
We are now at +2 health, both of us.
Yeah.
But the episode ended on a cliffhanger, literally.
Yeah. In attempting to escape from odds that Dirk made a quick calculation. He didn't think they could get through with this fight.
No way.
Tried to grab Pim, dousing his torch in pure darkness in this cavern and run toward the direction he last knew was forward, away from the Bonewalkers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Pim fell into some unforeseen tunnel or hole or pit or something. And all he last felt was her hand slipping off of his forearm and hearing just like a scream and a fall quickly. And now Dirk, with no torchlight, was left with his companion, now separated from him.
Oh, man. All right, let's get some combat music going. We are back in it.
Yeah.
You are at 8 out of 10. Now solo, facing these Bonewalkers. What do you choose to do? You don't have initiative either.
I don't have initiative. So Dirk, having run, he's continuing to just in a dead sprint forward. It is complete darkness around him because he cannot figure out how to relight Pim's machination torch. He doesn't know what this thing is, how it makes light. He's just following directions. He's got his hand running along the side of the cavern, and he can hear the like of the clack of Bonewalkers hot on his tail behind him. Realizing that he can't move very fast because he can't see.
Yeah.
He turns around, takes the spear off his back one more time, steels himself, and trembling attempts to lunge forward and clash with the remaining Bonewalkers that he are just like he can't really see.
Holy crap!
So this will be plus iron.
All right.
He's got to be the biggest, bravest boy he's ever been.
Oh man!
Can I leverage freaking anything? Nope, his knowledge of woodland creatures, I say, doesn't help him at all in this situation.
Great.
This is a fat clash. Come on. All the bad dice happened last week.
Oh no. No.
Plus iron is plus 3.
This is our 3rd episode in a row that our first roll of the day is a miss.
Okay, so that is a miss. So
you rolled a miss on Clash?
A miss on Clash. So Dirk, lunging into the blackness of nothing, lunges forward. His spear doesn't find purchase, and in fact just seems to clang off of a cavern wall. And he's now shaken. He completely misses, and hears just a low, just growling laughter, like and Dirk, looking forward, goes, "What are you?" And he's now shaking, and he is going to endure stress because of this. He's in pitch dark, something very unnatural and not of the dead should not be walking around living.
Yeah.
He's going to endure stress, and just he starts to tremble, spear in hand.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Sure.
That was bad.
It is page 19 of the Lodestar, but you're going to roll spirit or heart, whatever's higher. So it looks like in your case, spirit.
Plus spirit? Or no,
Wait,
I'm going to take as a result of it stressful, I'm going to take minus spirit.
Yeah.
How much spirit do I lose?
You lose the same or equal to your foe's rank, or as appropriate to the situation. So you're at plus 2 spirit, and then you roll. Are you plus 2 either way?
Yes, plus 2 either way. Come on, guy.
A miss? A miss?
What's a miss mean?
You also suffer -1 momentum.
Okay.
Crap.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good here.
All right, you still don't have initiative here.
I don't have initiative. Okay.
So.
Okay, what are we doing?
It looks like you have to. I mean, when your foe has initiative, you can clash, face danger, compel.
Okay.
But turning the tide is useless because you can't use it against ending the fight. You could
I would have to turn the tide to then hopefully get another strong hit.
Right, which doesn't matter. It's still up to the dice.
Dirk is now totally shook.
Yeah.
His spirit is shaken.
Yeah.
He is running away as fast as possible.
Okay.
He picks a direction. He's just trying to follow, using his spear to try to like knock in a direction, cling clang, to assess where the cavern begins and ends. He's running away.
Face danger. Okay.
And this is pure. I'm not good at this.
You're not good at facing danger?
Not in the way. Well, this is aggressive. This is
just roll on whatever's highest. Like we're min-maxing this because this is
forceful
really dire.
Defense.
Forceful defense.
Forceful defense because he is running, trying to deflect pickaxe blows. He swooshes his hide. His pelts are over his shoulders. He's got to get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't like these. These challenge dice are black with red text.
Yeah,
and
they're pretty scary.
Very scary. Come on, Dirk. Come on, Dirk. Run like you've never run before in your entire life.
Come on, Dirk.
Come on, Dirk. Is that cocked because it's not on?
Well,
because it's not on.
What's your momentum?
3.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Do you have anything that can re-roll dice?
That's plus 3. So
it's still a straight. It's a straight miss with a match.
Even if you tie.
It's a critical miss.
Okay. Dirk crit fails.
What do we do? What do we do?
You fail, or your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. In Dirk's flailing around, he sprints forward, trying to get some sort of way out.
Yeah.
Not being able to see.
Yeah.
Shaken by what's happening.
Yeah.
Runs forward and clobbers his head on
Please don't endure any more harm.
on a stalactite and conks himself out cold. And then
really?
And we refocus now on Pim.
Oh, nice. Okay. Pim has slid down what seems to be a man-made shaft of some kind. It is rocky, it is bumpy, it is terrible.
Yeah.
And it's a very narrow, so she's really kind of just like ping-ponging back and forth, like bing, 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 all the way down this air shaft. Her breastplate coming into contact with jagged rock as she is just tumbling.
She sounds like when you have a spoon in the garbage disposal by mistake.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Has that ever happened to you? It's terrible.
That sucks, yeah. That spoon's gone.
And all of a sudden she lands on her rump.
Yeah.
And finally, hits ground.
Yeah.
She is alone.
Yeah.
And all she hears is dripping, from these caverns, from these, artifices, just, the features of the cavern.
Feeling around her, she feels kind of the dampness of the rock, and then her hand rests on some wood. And she runs her hand along the wood. She feels some iron, reinforcements, strips of iron, some buckles, and she has felt around to what feels like a stationary mine cart. She must have fallen down some sort of auxiliary shaft where perhaps
an air shaft,
rocks,
possibly. Ores,
maybe just an air shaft.
Yeah.
So that's most likely what it is to her reckoning.
Wow. So Dirk has the torch.
He's got the torch.
She no longer has a torch, but she has her flint machine.
Yeah.
Which I think you said something about Dirk trying to figure out the flint machine. It actually is a separate spark creator that she has on her person. The torch itself is just a regular torch.
So he just has a torch with no way of relighting it.
Correct.
She has a ignition.
Yes.
Means of ignition.
Yes. So I would like to check my gear.
Cool.
To see if I have something else I can light on fire.
Yeah, go for it.
That is against supply, right?
Yep, I have that here.
I'm fairly certain that's against. That's a +5.
I've got that here. I thought I had that here. I have that here.
Yes.
Resupply. Yes. If you have at least +1 supply, roll plus supply.
Great.
So
great.
Yeah.
Weak hit on check your gear. So I kind of have it. Like, what's the weak hit
on
check your gear?
That is, you have it, but your resources are diminished.
What does that mean? Minus.
You take +1 momentum and suffer -1 supply.
Great. Fine. So we're at +4 supply, and -1 momentum.
+1 momentum.
+1 momentum. Oh, great. Okay. So Pim, her resolve is steeled because I feel like my hair's so crazy right now. I did it, but then it
looks sweet.
Wonderful. Well,
oh, okay.
I'm gonna take it down now. So
wow.
Pim, her she's motivated again. She's very excited, even though.
And while she's motivated and excited, can we get the timer going?
Yes. You're so smart.
I just wanted to step out for a quick sec.
She's motivated and excited, and she's been reminded by her illustrious co-host to actually time this episode. So she checks her gear, and she finds, let's say that she finds, another torch. I don't really know quite what else she could light on fire that would sustain her, but let's just say, lo and behold, she had yet another torch on her person. How wonderful and fortuitous.
And the means by which she had to ignite it, she had to wet it through some combustible oil that she had on her in a little tincture pouch and it extinguished it. So she has one less of those little flammable implements.
Love
hence
that.
the -1 supply.
I love that. So now she can see.
Yeah.
I am going to delve the depths because I think the fact that Dirk is knocked out cold, I need to find what I need to find.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know what happened to Dirk.
She doesn't know. Oh my God, she has no idea.
But she's going to try and keep delving the depths to find a way to get to him somehow.
And I'm going to roll plus edge because I'm just booking it. Like that was insane.
Things are bad.
Things are bad, and all that she knows is that a formidable ranked horde of Bonewalkers is attacking Dirk. Let's roll plus edge. Here we go.
Is one of those one of those needs to be a D6?
Oops, yes. Totally gone. Sorry. I was like, what? Let's go, Pim. Makes sense.
Come on, have better fortune. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
3 and a 2 and a 2 and a strong hit.
It's got to be a strong hit.
Wow, our first strong hit in, I want to say, like 3 episodes.
So you have...
I delve deeper.
Delve deeper.
I mark progress.
Mark your progress on the delving the depths, and you find an opportunity.
Very exciting. So, only 1, right?
No, it's a dangerous level. So 2.
Oh, 2.
Dangerous level.
Or 6 out of 10, my friend.
6 out of 10, yes. And you find an opportunity.
How exciting. I'm going to roll on that table.
I have it in front of me if you want to roll.
Well, let me think. Opportunity. Yeah, let's roll. And then if it sucks.
Yeah. I have something if it sucks.
97. You encounter a denizen who might support you.
Ooh. Very interessante.
Cool. Yeah. I think I know what to do.
Go for it. Yeah, I love it.
So where's our denizens? Here are our denizens. Oh, how fun. Okay, so let's say that. Ew. Who might support me? Okay. All of a sudden, Pim shines her torch. She is continuing on, and it's very clear that this is a mine of some sort because these tunnels seem man-made. They are so jagged, and she's impossibly deep now at this point.
Yeah.
She shines her torch, and she continues along the logical way, which is deeper and more southern, until she shines her torch, and along the wall. And around a corner, she is confronted with a nightmare spider. And she immediately gasps. She may be tough, and she may, consider Bonewalker skulls soccer balls. Yeah. But when it comes to spiders, she's terrified. She wants to run away. However, she notices that this nightmare spider is not hostile. This nightmare spider sort of blinks at her, and Steg comes out of her pocket and looks at the nightmare spider. And the two animals, both machine and natural, sort of look at each other and regard each other. Yeah. And then the nightmare spider turns and runs. And Steg, Steg sort of starts licking Pim with his tongue. That's very long. Yeah. He starts licking her cheek. And she's like, what do you want? What do you want? Okay, fine. And heads toward the direction of the spider.
Yeah.
There's a fork in the road, I guess in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And the nightmare spider very clearly chooses the left path.
Yeah.
Pim has no other reason but to follow this nightmare spider and continues on.
She continues to follow the nightmare spider. As she goes, her feet kick pieces of equipment that have been wrapped in silken webbing. And moving forward starts to see the rough worker's apron that's been spooled up, torch illuminating more and more of this silken spider web, starting to make it goes from solid rock tunnel to more of a web encased. So footsteps continue to find a bit of a stickier purchase as she follows this burrowing spider.
Yeah. And I think I want to gather information on the clues that are trapped in the webbing.
Nice.
I wonder if I can find anything that might help me.
Right on.
I mean, obviously, I know the path to continue going along, which is past this spider's nest.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going south.
Yep.
Because it was very clear that that's the way to go. I don't know. I just want to see if there's any clues very quickly. So let me roll on that.
Oh, and then also choose one.
Oh.
So take one momentum because you found an opportunity.
Yeah.
And you and an ally may make a move, not progress, which directly leverages the opportunity, which you're doing. You're gathering information. Mm-hmm. So you add +1 to this gather information roll. Mm-hmm.
Great.
And then you take one more momentum on a hit.
I'd love to do that on Delve. Should I just delve the depths instead?
Do your gather information, because maybe if you strong hit that, we could like really get rocking and a rolling, splishing and a splashing over the horizon.
But if I delve the depths one more time, we're at 8 out of 10, and I succeed.
Okay.
And that's important.
Do you want to So yeah, you following the spider is delving the depths.
Yeah.
So write down what +1 momentum for yourself now. So you're at +4.
Mm-hmm. Unless, no, we were led in a direction, and my brain just justified it. I know what to do.
Okay.
I'm going to gather information.
Okay.
And I am going to see if the box is there.
Great.
Is the box in the web?
Cool.
In the webbing of the spider.
Give yourself +1 momentum now.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. That could come in use later.
Okay.
Great. I was just on that page. Sorry.
Got you.
Okay, and I'm doing it with...
Plus wits, your favorite.
Really?
But you have the +1 from the previous move.
Okay, so +2?
Mm-hmm.
Right, we'll do it. +2 then.
Your momentum's at 4.
Weak hit. Yay! Okay.
The information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger, but you take +1 momentum.
Okay, so I'm at 5. We find the box.
Yeah.
So Pim is looking through the webbing, and Steg has since leapt out of her pocket and started and has hopped onto the head of this nightmare spider and is starting to like play with it. It's like licking the spider, and the spider is like trying to get at it. And then it's just like a horrendous beast. This nightmare spider is, but you know, for whatever reason,
it's like a spider the size of a Labrador.
Finds a kinship with Steg. Mm-hmm. And while they are playing, Pim very hastily is looking amongst the webbing among the loot that has been spun in a web. And she finds
the
a glint of gold.
Shines the glint of gold. Mm-hmm. The box has been spun into a tight little burrow.
Yeah.
This nightmare spider has been a bit of a hoarder.
Yes. Pim takes her dagger and frees it. Mm-hmm. Opens the box, and it is empty. The box is empty. Whatever was inside the box has been taken.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So Pim takes the box, though. Mm-hmm. She takes it.
Yep.
She says, Steg, come here. And Steg obediently but reluctantly pops back into her pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to delve the depths again.
Yeah, let's do it.
We set off from here, and it's going to happen, and it's going to be really successful and great.
That's what I say.
We're at 6 out of 10, which is very interesting. Now, filling up this progress track, is this reaching our destination?
Yeah. It is.
Or is this getting out?
Not getting out.
Okay.
It's, it is. It's locate your objective. It's locate your objective.
Yes.
Escape the depths is when you want to bail.
Got it. Interesting.
Or actually, no. Escape is when you withdraw from a site.
Great.
So
locate your objective. This is exciting. I could very, very feasibly locate the thing that we're looking for.
Yeah, on 6 out of 10, considering how we've been rolling. So right now you're delving the depths. Mm-hmm. You're D'ing the D.
Yep, I'm D'ing the D.
Yep.
With haste again. We're booking it at this point.
Okay.
Okay, weak hit. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
roll on the following table according to your stat. So this was
with edge because you were booking it, right?
Yes, thank you.
And a weak hit means, you roll on the table. What's that?
59.
Mark progress.
Mark progress!
Nicely done. Mark that progress.
Okay, so where were we? We're here.
Yeah.
And it's 2. So we're at 8 out of 10.
We're at 8. So continuing back the way the nightmare spider has led Pim into its kind of hoarder den where there's webbing everywhere, objects. She has the empty box in hand.
Yeah.
Leading out, kind of bidding bidding adieu to the nightmare spider, or does the spider come with you?
Yes, bidding adieu.
She walks out of the one passageway leading away from the spider's den, and she moves to where the scaffolding and the mining tunnels begin to get less and less built up. We're getting to the point where this is the deepest that whoever this mining team was has dug. There's less and less wood scaffolding, less and less lanterns, evidence of people.
Yeah.
And more where just they haven't been able to make progress anymore.
And at the edge, as I can see the very faint indication of light, of torchlight. So I am going to go toward there, and I'm going to roll on locate your objective.
Go for it.
This has to be the end. This has to be the way. So this is a progress roll against 8. Let's see. Yes, strong hit. Amazing.
Seeing the low lights, Pim starts to make her way. And do you get momentum for that?
Wait a minute.
Because you rolled a strong hit on that?
Yes, but locate your objective and the situation favors you. Make another move now. Interesting. And add +1.
So I'll give it flavor, and then we can make another move now.
Love it.
She heads toward the light. And where the spider's tunnels were, she realizes she comes out of a hole that's about 15 feet off of the ground.
Yeah.
Her small tunnel opens into a larger chamber lit by torches. As she looks down, she sees a cloaked figure, not having noticed she's arrived. She sees dark robes, a cowl, and this figure is kind of milling about this chamber. Looking to the side of this figure, eyes closed, bound and gagged, is the hulking frame of Dirk. Just tied up.
Oh no!
Passed out. And just lying there as this cloaked, cowled figure is walking around. You also see in the chamber various digging implements. You see a long table where there are
keep talking
a mix of grisly remains, not sure if it's human, not sure whatever happened. You see some ritual daggers. You also see a lot of filthy tomes as Pim begins to spy on this figure. And as she hears echoing through the chamber a voice crackling out of this throat go, so another visitor, eh? I'll have to figure out how to make use of you. So many new visitors lately. And just this figure hasn't turned to see Pim, who's about 15 feet up, looking out of this just basically crevice in the wall.
Pim can't see much.
No sign of those Bonewalkers, by the way. Just this figure.
Just this guy, right?
This hooded, cloaked figure, passed out Dirk.
Okay. Also,
I would say in the room, there's like various torches. It's about a, 20-foot high chamber where digging had begun to take place. There are that long table with a large, like, messy looking map, but mostly it kind of has the dimensions of a table you would like put a person on, like an examination table. And there's like been signs of attempted ritual taking place in here. And along, you just feel a just dour sense in this room.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
What would Pim like to do? Seeing her friend.
I want to also probably add.
Yeah.
In the hand of this hooded figure. Though she cannot see the hooded figure's face, she can see in profile he's holding something.
Yes.
In his hand.
Yeah. And you can tell based on their mannerisms, the figure is really fumbling around with this thing. And it has a lot of his attention. He's manipulating it, feeling it, like kind of someone with a nervous tic would hold a fidget spinner. He has just got his hands all over this thing.
Cool. I have to save Dirk, but he doesn't know I'm here. And that is the only favorable outcome for me entering the fray, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got all the benefits of locating your objective.
Yes, absolutely.
So I add +1 to my other move, and that's very exciting. So in entering the fray, I could add a +1, which is huge. However, before I do this is such a DBZ moment where it's like they're eyeing each other warily, like the two, I mean, he doesn't see me yet, but like Pim, let's say that there's a big pause button on the game, and I am just deciding whether I can see anything that's within this cavern.
Do you want to gather information?
Hold on 1 sec. Yeah, I'm just reading an asset that I have.
In the room,
strong hit.
In the room, there are various like felled piles of rubble where pickaxes have made purchase in the wall. There's tools everywhere. There's those remains, both animal and human, like piles of bones.
Oh, there's remains?
Yep.
Okay.
Where ritual was taking place here, but also a mining operation was taking place.
Okay. Interesting.
How to make use of you, my hulking friend.
Okay. This is exciting.
Obviously worked on your body. That's very useful.
Okay.
Would you like to be another little courier for me?
Okay.
We have errands to run.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. All right. Great. I am entering the fray.
Do the thing you want to do.
No, it's bad. It'll actually backfire until I can upgrade it.
You don't know that.
No, I do. I'm at +2 health. I can't take any chances. Okay. So I am going to enter the fray.
Yeah.
Moving into position against an unaware foe, that's plus shadow. And I add a +1, so that's +3 total, which is great. Here I go. Pim holds her breath. And interesting. I could, but that's no. I'm entering the fray. Great. +3, right? Strong hit.
Ooh.
No, weak hit. Sorry, weak hit. Ha ha ha. I take initiative though. I'm gonna take initiative. So Pim knocks one arrow, just one,
just
one this time.
Just the one.
She knocks one arrow and she goes to strike.
Yes.
Well, I could also throw my daggers though. It's harm and a weak hit. I want to do this right. No, I'm going to use my daggers.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my duelist combat talent. So I'm adding +2.
Can you do that from range?
If I throw them.
Great. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to add +2 and no, I'm adding +5.
Ooh.
On strike.
Ooh.
I want this to work.
Yeah.
Edge is 3 and +2. So this is +5. Here we go. Here we freaking. Oh, what's the challenge rank?
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yep.
Okay. And we're saying this is a zealot?
Yes.
Is this a zealot? Okay. Great. Dangerous, right? Okay, +5. Here we go. Strong hit! Strong hit!
Boom!
Yay! Okay, I inflict 1 harm, which is +4. And...
inflict your harm +1.
Oh!
So that's 2 harm and then 1 more harm. So that's 6 total.
Wow.
Because it's a dangerous foe.
Whoa, and I retain initiative.
From a position of height in the top of the chamber, the figure, obsessed with this little thing that's twiddling in its hands and going about his work, all of a sudden, out of the darkness, 2 daggers sent flying in his direction make contact in the back of his shoulder and in his side. You just hear, ah! and it cries out, and then it reels its head around, unable to determine where those 2 daggers came from.
Right.
Because it's a big, dark cavern. He's got torchlight, but Pim is still hidden.
I still have initiative. Yeah. I'm going to use my bow now because I threw my daggers. I have to remember when I throw my daggers and when I have my daggers. I can't use them anymore.
He is wearing them.
He's wearing my daggers. Yeah. I'm going to use my bow and I'm going to strike. Plus edge. It's a miss. Straight miss.
A straight miss.
Yeah. So your attack fails and you must pay the price. Your foe has initiative. Darn
Pim,
it. Wait, can I burn momentum? I'm at +5. No, I can't cancel any of those dice.
Okay.
Shoot.
Pim, in knocking an arrow, about ready to loose it, but in the excitement of throwing those first daggers,
I know it. Can I do it?
Yes.
Can
go.
I do
Yeah.
it?
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Yep. She's knocking her bow, right? She is maintaining focus, and she sees that the zealot has opened his palm, and she sees what's inside it. And what is inside is a black stone. She knows what that is.
Right.
She knows what that is. And let's say that the zealot has, obviously is treating this black stone with chief concern, and slowly is fumbling to try to put it back in his pocket. But in the moment that, Pim, obviously her focus is altered because she saw this thing and she's flabbergasted by it. That the zealot, how do these zealots attack? Like, do we think they use dark magic of some kind, or
We'll see.
Can we look really quick? I'm curious in the book, like how they attack, because I actually don't know whether they use weapons or. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on, everyone. We want to do this right. They're Ironlanders.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Tactics. Entice with trickery or false promises. Use the powers of the faith. Stand together to overcome non-believers.
Yeah, okay. So let's say that... interesting. What? Okay, none of that is practical.
Yeah. It's up to us, I think, what he's going to use to attack with.
Because he could conjure more Bonewalkers, or he could attack with some kind of weapon.
Sure.
Let's say that actually, this zealot just goes berserk and just flies at Pim.
Well, she's
at range.
She's up, still in her hidey hole, 15 feet above the cavern, right?
Yeah.
In kind of... Yeah, it's a little complicated, right? What does this... I'm going to say...
Yeah.
The zealot, Pim misses the shot, right? And the arrow clinks past. And now with another projectile, the zealot now gets a bead on where Pim is and sees the little nook in the cavern where she came out of, right?
Yeah.
He quickly scrambles to atop his work desk, grabs a torch off of it. You see him quickly take a dagger and make a slice along his hand, and with torch in hand and the blood seeping down from his hand, he flings the torch, and the blood somehow seems to carry as this gout of flame is sent toward the Pim's cavern opening, as this huge wave of fire in some crazy magical property sends a gout of flame in her way. She has to tumble out of the little cavern opening, and now she is fallen down into the main cavern floor with the zealot now squaring off with her.
Great. I'm going to endure stress from that. That was insane. And enduring stress from the fact that what she saw in his hand, can I say? Yeah. Was Starforged Black Iron.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Cool.
And she cannot believe that she sees it.
Yeah.
Endure stress. It's what this foe is dangerous. So I'm at +3 spirit.
Now roll to make the endure stress move.
Great. And that's with what here? That's spirit or heart. And that's my spirit's way higher than heart.
Plus 4, right?
Yeah, plus 3. I miss. I rolled a miss.
So take -1 momentum on top.
Okay. Great. So -4. Okay, great. So
yeah, so now
she's shaken by that, and
Pim is on the cavern floor. She is looking up kind of on her tuchus as the zealot, now with the torch in hand, hand dripping blood down. The flame continuing to like rile, more active this time in its hand, begins to walk toward Pim.
Great. I'm going to clash.
More and more visitors coming at my door.
Oh my god.
We're not interested, thank you.
I'm gonna clash at range.
Yep.
Plus edge.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna do it. She knocks another arrow.
Pim knocks an arrow as the zealot swings its hand holding the torch and sends another gout of flame in Pim's direction.
Gosh. Plus what? Plus 3?
Come on.
Strong hit!
Let's go.
Strong hit!
Let's go.
Okay. On a strong hit, I inflict my harm, and I have initiative, and I choose one. So, I inflict... Where are we? I inflict 2 harm, and I take... And I choose one. Okay. Do I take +1 momentum, or I inflict 1 more harm? I'm going to...
You're at 8 on 10.
We're on 8 on 10. I'm going to inflict 1 more harm because I just want to do the deed.
Yeah.
I have initiative. I'm going to end the fight.
Yeah. So the gout of flame, Pim is able to duck using her small and spry stature, get super low to the ground as the gout of flame goes above her. She feels the heat of this pure, like, fiery blast go above her head, but she stays low. And as I hit your microphone, looses an arrow that hits the zealot square in the abdomen. So now he has a dagger in his side, a dagger in his back, and an arrow right in his guts.
No! I'm going to end the fight.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to happen. I'm going to roll first, and then I'm going to spell it out.
Okay.
And it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're at 9 out of 10. Strong hit.
Boom.
Strong hit, baby!
Boom.
Okay, the foe is no longer in the fight. Okay.
How does she do that? How does she go in and end the fight?
Pim. There have been like walls of fire, right? So let's say that the, a couple of, there have been some like human remains and there's some animal furs and things. So let's say that some of those things have caught fire and are slowly burning. Not enough to burn the place down, but are absolutely, currently on fire. Pim takes her arrows, her elvish arrows, and using the same highly flammable oil, she coats the arrowheads. Dips them in the fire. She now has flaming arrows, and she looses 2 of them. And they hit both bullseye right into his heart. And immediately, like, what am I trying to say? Combust him. He is caught on fire. The entirety of him is caught on fire. He runs around a little bit and then he collapses.
Oh my god.
But that's a problem because all of a sudden he collapses and Pim, realizing that was actually a really bad idea, runs up to him with her gauntleted hand, thrusts into his robes, and pulls out the Starforged black iron from his robes.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Dirk's unconscious.
Yep.
Pim, she doesn't even think to look at it, but she holds it in her hands and she runs down, safely puts the Starforged black iron into her belt, but tends to the task at hand, which is Dirk. She removes the gag, and I wonder, is there a way for me to wake you up?
Take a heal action.
Yeah, I'm going to take a heal action. And that's in relationship moves?
Yeah, so when you treat an injury or ailment, roll plus wits.
What?
If you're mending your own wounds, roll plus wits or plus iron, whichever is lower.
Great.
So this could be a take a heal move. This could be a What else could it be? It's not really secured advantage. I'm at +2 health.
Oh, you're just knocked out, right? Okay.
Wake me up.
Pim goes down to Dirk and just smacks his face a little. Dirk. Removes the gag, obviously.
Yeah, and he wakes up in a start. Is still hella spooked. Gets up and begins swinging his bound hands around, going "No, skeleton!" Oh my God! He sees Pim. You're alive.
I'm alive.
Where did you go?
What happened to you? I guess you got abducted or something.
Ow.
Oh no. You're at +2 health?
He looks up. I was running away from those things, and I don't remember anything after that.
Well, we have no time to waste because look what I just found. And she opens her hand.
And Dirk looking at it is unlike anything he's seen in the natural world aside from staring up at a clear night sky. He's never seen a physical object so void of light. It's the darkest thing he's ever seen. Yet how it reflects off the light appears to shimmer and twinkle and bend and manipulate the light, almost as though he's looking at a clear night of stars.
Oh, beautiful.
It's the what?
This is what was in the box. This is what they were after. And I have a hunch that this is what they were mining for down here.
And what was in the box? Did Daryl at Refined Raiment what was in the box?
No, Dirk! The Starforged Black Iron was in the box. Forget about that quest.
Yeah.
And she laughs in spite of herself.
He didn't want that. He wanted
No!
Yeah, because what would he even use it for?
So let's get out of here. Let's get the heck out of here because we both we're hurting.
Yeah.
We're hurting all over the board. What are your stats currently?
I'm at 2 health, 2 spirit.
Shoot.
Supply, I'm at 4 actually now, not 5.
Yeah.
Did you want to? Yeah, because we don't know where those remaining Bonewalkers are. We could, the zealot combusted. There's no info to be gained off of him. You kind of burned him alive.
That was bad. Well, we can gather information to see.
Let's gather information just in this room.
Let's not leave yet.
I'll have you gather. I'll gather information just to see. Let's just sort of see if there's anything in here to clue us in as to more specifics.
Yeah.
But having the Starforged Black Iron is huge.
Huge.
Let's see what we got. I'm just not gonna do anything anymore. I'm going to. So as Dirk begins to
remember when I said we rolled the worst roll we could possibly roll in Ironsworn? I lied. That's the worst roll.
I've just achieved it.
A 1 on your action die and 2 10s.
I have just achieved something very special.
What's the consequence of rolling a miss on gather information?
As Dirk begins to look around the cavern.
Yeah.
The open space. He's shining his torch around, looking for any clues, information. They hear, all of a sudden, kind of like a... and then a crack, and then more rumbling, and then a louder crack, and then louder rumbling as the side of the wall of this cavern begins to unsettle itself. Everything around them, the loose scaffolding, begins to shatter as a large chunk of this wall starts to give way. And the chamber that they're in begins to come down around them. We gotta go now. This place is coming down.
Help! Okay. We run as fast as we can.
Yeah.
A dire threat means that the mine is caving in.
The mine is caving in. We gotta go.
Okay, we gotta go.
Whoever was digging here did a crap job of it. They weren't professional miners,
Hell.
and they were manically Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
All right. And we have no information on who this is and who sent them.
Nope, but we have the thing.
We have the thing, though.
So we need to escape the depths.
Yep. Escape the depths.
When you flee or withdraw from a site, find the fastest way out, roll plus edge. That is exactly what we're doing.
And edge is my highest. So
Yeah,
I'm making
edge
this
is
roll,
my lowest.
Baby, let's go. Is there anything that can help me? Oh, okay. No.
Gotta move, gotta move.
We gotta go. +3?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay, +3.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna... No, it's a weak hit. I can't. Okay, fine.
You can't burn the 7, unfortunately.
No. Okay. You find your way out, but the place exacts its price. Choose one. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Ooh, interesting. I'm just looking at all the consequences and I'm trying to figure out a new complication as you emerge from the depths is kind of interesting.
Yeah. And we can roll an action and theme to see what that is. If that's what you pick.
Okay. So let's say we book it. Okay. Yeah. Things are like the entire mine is rumbling. We hear lurching. We are suddenly pelted by remnants of the ceiling coming down on us.
Wood
even the denizens are
splintering.
fleeing.
Yeah.
Even the nightmare spiders, even the deep rats, they are all fleeing every which way. We are booking it as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Going toward the light. And as we are coming, it's
Come
almost
on, Pim,
like
go!
In just a cave runner style, the entire tunnel is caving in on our heels. And we barely make it out before the entire tunnel just caves in on itself.
Yeah.
And the entrance is caved in.
What was formerly the crevice, the width of a person, has now just slid down to the point that it sealed up that crack.
Yeah.
And what's in there is going to stay in there.
Yeah.
Possibly till the end of time.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Oh God. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Do you have everything? Are you okay?
And she opens her fist, and yes, the Starforged Black Iron is still in it.
And in all of a sudden a panic in the back of her head, she thinks for a second, starts to feel around, and then feels the
Stag!
And Stag crawls up on her wrist.
Oh.
Stag made it out.
Okay, we have to figure out what the price was, though.
Dirk, looking at her, you look back at Dirk, and he's just sitting there, exhausted. But you see Dirk in a way that you aren't used to. He's completely bare-shouldered. The pelt that was once around his shoulder, his decorative yet also means of his status as a watcher in the community. Because when it comes time to become a watcher, you go out and, as ceremony, perform a hunt on a beast that the council deems worthy enough, that you've proven your acumen. And this was a pelt of not just any boar, but an elder boar. And that was his point of pride, and that's how he just that was his biggest merit badge, basically. And that in sprinting out, it got caught on something. And now he doesn't got it anymore.
Oh no.
And you kind of see him just he's kind of looking into the middle distance, kind of a bit dejected for a second.
Don't worry about it. I reckon when we find out the reason for the Iron Blight, you'll get another one.
Yeah. It's just clothes anyway, right?
Dirk now is completely shirtless.
Yeah.
And Pim wonders, are you chilly at all? Are you cold?
I'm okay.
Right.
I feel all right. And just at the end of the day, too, if I get a little chilly, I just do something to get the blood moving. He drops down and does 30 push-ups.
Great. Deep breathing.
Yeah. So there's this guy that I read a lot of his writings. His name was Him Waff. And he practiced. He would climb in the highest. He would have tales of the Veiled Mountains, but he'd do it shirtless.
Really?
This guy's like my hero.
Shirtless.
But he would do breathing technique, and now he would teach his body how to acclimate to any climate.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, so they make their way back to the cart. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I think that they can check it for spoils.
I'm going to use Herbalist to heal.
Great. Use Herbalist to heal.
I am going to first use Herbalist, and I'm going to heal Pim.
Yes. Good.
I'm going to take a attempt to heal using herbal remedies. You have at least +1 supply. Mm-hmm. I'm going to choose that if I hit on this, because what is heal? Plus wits or iron, mending my own wounds, wits when mending somebody else. I'm going to add +2 to the roll and make sure this actually gives it to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Adding +2.
Yeah, Pim's clavicle obviously has been...
We have to close that. Okay?
Yeah,
and
it
Dirk
needs sutures.
Kneels down. He takes open next to his apothecary satchel, has a new satchel that was fashioned for him by Tava. Oh. Inside, he pulls out a needle, and he's got thread. And first, he takes out a piece of what looks to be like moss, and he starts to set it on top of to stop the bleeding, and also he's trying to clear up infection. Yeah. Doctor stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roll my dice anymore.
Is that a miss?
It's not a miss.
Okay, weak hit.
I had +4 to the roll overall, so it's a 6 between a 4 and an 8.
Okay.
So weak hit. So you are. I'm going to suffer -1 supply.
Both of us do because we share supply.
Because he had to use a lot of his suture thread, a lot of his medicinal materials, because this was a huge wound.
And -1 momentum on you too.
And?
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was or. I'm sorry. So I heal how much?
You heal 2. You're up to 4.
Great. I'll take it. So Dirk is currently, working at the sutures, and it stings. And Pim says, I never told you, but do you mind being just a little more gentle? Thank you. Sorry. So I never told you that I know of this religious sect that is looking for this.
Hey, and he just try to think about something else. I'm not even here, okay?
This star-forged black iron. There is a religious sect looking for the star-forged black iron. That could be what this zealot was from. I didn't have to have any proof. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it from his robes, and I knew it from his dark magic.
Are these... So, they just... And he, is finished suturing. He dresses the wound. It's now, wrapped around. She's got bandaging around her clavicle.
He spits in it. Just, mashes it around a little.
Yeah, he spits in it.
Gross.
So, this sect you're talking about, they're at the heart of... Are they related to what's happening to my home?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
I need to go to Windhaven to find out more. But I'm almost convinced that zealot was from that sect. And it just so happened that they were looking for that black iron.
Should we not be touching it? Should we not be carrying it?
We can carry it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Do they have if we're carrying it and they are looking for it, we're going to be hunted, aren't we?
Let's just have to be extra careful. And she has a little twinkle in her eye as she says that. Knowing that they survived. They survived a really difficult trial.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty okay because of it.
I haven't healed myself yet.
Yeah.
Half of us are pretty okay.
Well, healing yourself is rolling plus iron.
It sure is.
So you should heal yourself.
Yep.
And let's say that we venture past the opening of this, and the caravan.
Probably find a place to make camp.
We make camp. Yeah. So you roll on heal.
Cool.
I'm going to make camp. And let's see how that resolves itself before we tuck in for the night.
And I'm going to try and give myself... I'm rolling plus iron. I'm going to add +2 to this, so that's +5 total.
Weak hit.
Weak hit. I'm going to take -1 momentum as a result, but I will heal myself up to 4.
Great. Okay. You're like not awesome at it yet. You're like not perfectly awesome at it, especially on yourself, because it's really difficult to suture yourself. He breaks the thread a couple of times. Would you like me to help you at all?
No, I got it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Also, he got hit in the head.
Yeah,
so
he has to do it to himself. And
would love to make camp somehow.
Yeah. But let's say that they tuck in for the night and we can resolve that make camp roll on our next episode.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
I'm so happy we're out.
We're out. We're done.
Oh.
We're done. And we have... do we mark any progress on any of the things?
I would like to
Who's responsible for my Iron Blight?
I would like to mark that's a milestone toward Dirk's personal progress toward,
yes,
the Iron Blight.
And I have to find who's responsible for the Iron Blight. Mine is a formidable, and we have to roll on. Don't we have to roll on milestone?
Reach a milestone?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's do that quick. Sorry, everyone. Hold on.
Yep.
I don't want to do it and then forget about it. You know what I mean?
Reach a milestone. Yeah.
And it was formidable.
No, we're just marking progress. All
Perfect.
It is.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So, 1 progress.
Did it get us any closer to Windhaven?
Nope. Nope. Because we rolled a fat miss on Undertake a Journey.
And that got us here. That got us to the cart. That got us to the thralls. That got us to following the thralls into this place. But it clued us in a little bit more as to... Yeah.
We're like still outside of Borewood.
We could use a map quest. We get distracted.
Yeah, we do.
Quite easily.
But we'll see you guys
Crap.
next week. Bye.